we'll go ahead and start with Solo.
So third straight game with 14 rebounds. What was working on that, and especially on the offensive glass against a much taller front court?
It was really the pressure that Colin put on the rim. It was a lot of like double mashing on him, so I was just running it free with a little guard on me, and I knew I could get that rebound over somebody that's not my height or even taller.
Go to Christian here in the front.
I saw a few times you looked at the 3-point, but then you got into the paint, a few finishes, a few fouls. What is that going to look kind of in the future for you, getting to the rim more, passing up a few 3-point opportunities, stuff like that, finding teams?
That's just me playing towards my strengths. I know I'm not the best three-point shooter. I'm capable, but I'm way more comfortable getting to the rim, playing in the mid-range area. And I know when I put pressure on the rim, they're going to send more than a guy at me. So that's just I can make open plays for my teammates, and they're going to make shots at a high level.
We'll go in the back here on the right.
Solo, Steinbach came into today leading the Big Ten in rebounds. What do you think you guys did to be able to shut him down and only get 3 boards?
We know he's in the top percentile and rebounding within the country, not just the Big Ten. So coach stressed that we had to hit him with 2 people at every time the shot went up. So we just executed that at a really high level tonight.
So the last time you were in here, you talked about how the team needed to play with a bunch of partners, play more for each other. What have you seen the last 3 weeks from the team in that regard?
It's kind of came to life these past few games. I think in the month of February, Coach showed us we have our basket assist rate is like 50 to 60%. That's way better from the beginning of the season. We was probably in the teens, the low 20s. So that just shows to us being excited for each other to score the ball more.
And then what was your thought watching that dunk go down from Andre? Something that maybe you're more likely to do, but a nice spot at the end then.
Yeah, I was really tired, so I just stayed and I watched. I didn't want to do nothing else. I was tired.
So more on Andre. Just what have you thought of his recent, I guess, breakout, you could say, especially as someone who's been with him now for 2 years and kind of have been able to watch his growth and development?
I've always seen it in Dre. Last year he used to give us problems, and last year we were a top 10 defensive team all year last year at Texas A&M. So I always know what Dre is capable of. It's just him playing within himself, playing at his pace, not being out of control, and just staying within the game. Don't play the mind games with the referees, the other players. Just be who he is, and this is who he is.
Anything else for Solo? I'm still waiting on Andre to get back. Go to Dave.
Solo, you guys held them to 3 of 12 shooting over the final 7:41 of regulation. What was the defensive focus? What was the execution today, in your opinion?
It was just showing them different looks. We ran different types of zones, matchup zones, man. Just not giving them the same diet. They're a really good team. They are. The record might not show, but they're a very good team. They're talented. They have good players. So us switching up the zones, the mans, it threw them off.
Anything else for Solo? All right. Thanks, bud. You guys need Andre or yes? Yes. And he should be right here.
Andre, just for starters, were you anticipating the lob at the end there?
Yeah. Honestly, when I threw it, I was like, you better throw the lob back. But, but yeah, I was.
For most of the day today, it seemed like, particularly maybe through the first half, you were forcing the issue a little bit and just not able to find the bottom of the net when you were getting into the paint. Start to defer a little bit more in the second half, but made the shots that counted. Just curious how you would, one, evaluate the way you played and sort of keeping level-headed throughout the game, even when shots weren't falling early.
Well, the game plan was honestly just attack them on the rim as much as possible, offensively and defensively, like on the glass wise. So I knew I probably missed a couple I should have made, or I probably missed a couple I shouldn't have took. But the idea was right relative to the game plan. So.
Andre, for the third time in the last 4 games, you've scored more than 20 points, but tonight, every single player who played recorded a point. Kind of, how do you guys continue to find a way to have you have success, but also spread the wealth around?
Well, that just goes into, working out every day, working on the little things. So now I've also been working on, like, my reads. I knew they were going to be in drop, and, most teams in this league play drop. So I knew, obviously, Solo's one of the most athletic players in this league, so I knew if he gets his 2 feet in the paint and he just pump fakes a couple times, they're going to foul him or make it. So I was looking at that pass a lot. I knew E hit a couple threes early, so I was trying to find E like as much as possible because I know once he gets a couple threes going, he gets really hot. And just really spreading the wealth. I think, honestly, Willie helped us move the ball more than me, honestly. I think his presence and him playing those minutes really helped us today.
Andre, those free throws with 57 seconds left to put the team ahead for good. How does it feel to have made such huge plays at that point in time?
Don't think, just make it.
Yeah. And then defensively down the stretch, you guys held them to 3 baskets over the final 7 minutes. It's one thing to approach, but it's another thing to execute. What was the execution down there?
Just focusing on, the things that we're supposed to be doing. Once again, I know I said this before, but we're in a month called Foundational February. So a part of Foundational February is mental stamina. And, we have replicated those situations in practice, like being down 10 or being down 5, or like, 4 fouls, 5 fouls. The other teams in the bonus, we're not in the bonus, and just different scenarios like that will help us, get a better picture, understand like when it comes to life and it comes in a game, we know what to do. Honestly, I didn't even know that until we got to the locker room and my teammates started telling me that. But honestly, no, not really. I just want to make the plays that we need to win. Honestly, I don't really care.
And then can you talk a little about Solomon Washington's impact, how he kind of fuels you guys with his rebounding abilities?
His energy is unlike no other. I really appreciate Solo. I'm going to miss him a lot. His energy, his spirit, his heart, his care. His passion is applaudable.
Andre, Buzz just said that your people have given him permission to coach you as if old coaches used to coach. I know in high school you also played under a couple of similar style coaches. Do you like being coached in kind of that style and manner?
Well, it's kind of all I know, honestly. But, yeah, I would say the style is similar. I think the message is different, but the aggression, the passion, it's all like kind of like the same. So I've never, or as I got older, at first I had like my hitches with it where it's like, why are you yelling at me? But now it's like, no, I received the message and I understand the message. And, I messed up. I think I messed up a play late in the game for a possession, and then he screamed at me. But I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, I was like, you're right. That was it. Yeah, and I did play football growing up, so it's like, yeah. So.
Nolan on the left.
Yeah, Andre. Ooh, it works now. Had a lot of points and a lot of minutes from guys off the bench today. Obviously, Willie, the big factor there, but what does it mean to the team to be able to have more of a sustained effort from the guys playing behind you?
I think that as the season went on, and maybe we just figured it out a little too late, but I feel like as a group and as a team, we figured out that, like, every possession matters. And of course, the coaches can tell you that as much as possible. But when you're playing in the game, you make a mistake, and it's like, okay, he made a mistake. I could probably get one. But that's not the case playing at the highest level. So I'd say that I think as a team now we're finally realizing, like, no, we can't make these mistakes. Like, we can't give away possessions. And even still, I turned the ball over a couple of times too, and I'm like, we gotta get a stop right now. Like, we've been prioritizing on, if we mess up, fix it, find a fix. So, but to answer your question, it was really important. I think Watts gave us good minutes. I think like everybody that played impacted the game. So